Okay, so like ready to deep dive. Today we're getting into well, it's Dogecoin.
Dogecoin. Huh?
Yeah, Dogecoin.
Sure.
And specifically, a lot of people were wondering like why did it dip after the Fed cut interest rates on December 18th? It seems kind of counterintuitive, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is, the source material we're looking at for this deep dive is actually in another language.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though. It basically breaks down like recent price action for Dogecoin and tries to connect that to what the Fed's been doing.
So what's the takeaway? What's the connection there?
Well, that's where it gets a little tricky, right? The Fed, they cut rates,
Right.
but then they kind of hinted that there would only be like 2 more cuts coming. And then on top of that, they like raised their inflation forecast for 2025.
Oh, wow. Mixed signals much.
Right. So it's like they're trying to stimulate the economy, but also like saying, whoa, maybe not too much.
Yeah, I see that. So the Fed basically cut rates, but they didn't really fully commit to like fully easing up. They still see inflation as a risk.
Exactly. And so the market,
Yeah.
well, it kind of freaked out a little bit.
Makes sense.
Like, what are they doing? And this is where that hawkish thing comes in, right?
Right, exactly. So like hawkish in the financial world basically means that it seems like the Fed is more concerned about inflation and less concerned about stimulating the economy, even though they cut rates.
So they're kind of like a hawk,
Yeah.
circling, ready to pounce if inflation gets out of control.
That spooks investors, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
So then, like, where does Dogecoin fit into all of this?
Well, so when investors get a little bit more cautious, they start pulling back from the riskier assets.
Makes sense.
And Dogecoin, let's be real, it's a meme coin. It's driven by hype, sentiment, speculation. So it's like super sensitive to these shifts in market feeling.
Yeah. It's like if the economy's looking a little shaky, Dogecoin's one of the first things people might ditch. Like, okay, got to play it safe.
Exactly.
But this source, it goes even deeper, right?
It does. Yeah.
There's this thing RSI, right? It talks about it.
Yeah, the relative strength index, it's basically it's like a momentum indicator. It tells you how strong a price trend is.
Okay, so break that down for me. Like, how does that apply to Dogecoin in this situation?
So even though Dogecoin's price, it went up, between November 12th and December 8th, its RSI actually dropped from 92 to 51.
Hold on. So the price went up,
Yes,
but the RSI went down.
exactly.
So it's like it's gaining, but it's losing momentum as it's gaining.
Yeah, like a car that's, still moving forward but slowing down.
Ooh. Okay, I like that analogy.
Yeah.
So it's not just about the price, but like the power behind the price.
Exactly. And this weakening momentum, it could actually be a sign that the price is going to head down, maybe a warning sign.
Interesting. Okay, so we've got the Fed acting all weird. We've got Dogecoin losing steam, even though its price is going up. What else? What else is in this source?
Well, this source, it actually gives us some specific price levels to watch.
Oh, you mean like the support and resistance levels?
Right, exactly.
I'll be honest, those always kind of trip me up.
Oh, okay.
Like break that down, make it easy for
Yeah,
me.
so think of support like a trampoline,
Okay.
a bouncy surface, right?
Okay.
So for Dogecoin, support's currently around 0.35 cents. If the price drops below that, it's like falling through the trampoline.
Oh, oof.
Could keep dropping.
Okay, that makes sense. And so resistance, that's like if you bounce high enough, you hit the ceiling.
Exactly. Yeah. The higher you go on the trampoline, the harder it is to keep going up. And for Dogecoin, there are a bunch of sellers clustered between $0.40 and $0.46, and then another group at $0.47. So those are like resistance levels. If Dogecoin can break through them, though, that could be a good sign for more gains.
So it's like the price is stuck between this trampoline and the ceiling.
Yeah, it's kind of in this like Dogecoin obstacle course right now.
Wow. Okay, this is pretty wild. So the Fed's confusing everybody. The RSI is dropping. There's all these price levels to watch. What's the takeaway for someone listening to this? What do they need to keep an eye on in the next few weeks when it comes to Dogecoin? Like, is it all about what the Fed does next, or is it about those technical signals like the RSI?
That's the million-dollar question, right? I mean, honestly, both are important. The Fed's actions have a big impact on the overall market sentiment, which definitely affects Dogecoin. But those technical signals can give us clues about what traders are thinking and how they might act, regardless of what the Fed does.
So it's like you got to watch the Fed, you got to watch the charts.
Exactly. It's about connecting the dots, right? The Fed gives you the big picture, the technicals give you the on-the-ground view.
Okay, I love that. connecting the dots. That's something everyone can do, right? Look at what the Fed's doing, check out those charts, see what's going on.
Exactly. And, see if you can figure out where Dogecoin's headed next.
That's it for this deep dive. We broke down some pretty complex stuff, looked at Dogecoin from different angles, hopefully learned something new. And if you have your own take on this, let us know. We're all about connecting and learning together here. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks.
And until next time, keep diving deep.